The Phantom of the Opera is a novel by French writer Gaston Leroux. It was first published as a serialization in Les Gaulois from September 23, 1909 to January 8, 1910. It was published in volume form in April 1910 by Pierre Lafitte. The novel is partly inspired by historical events at the Paris Opera during the 19th century and an apocryphal tale concerning the use of a former ballet pupil's skeleton in Hector Berlioz's 1841 production of Der Freischütz 1/4 TZ. Nowadays, it is overshadowed by the success of its various stage and film adaptations. The most notable of these are the 1925 film Depiction featuring Lon Chaney, Sr. and Andrew Lloyd Webber's 1986 musical. Plot summary: opera singer Christine triumphs at the gala on the night of the old manager's retirement. Her old childhood friend, Raoul, hears her sing and recalls his love for Christine. At this time there are rumors of a phantom living at the opera and he makes himself known to the managers through letters and malevolent acts. Sometime after the gala, the Paris Opera performs Faust, with the prima donna Carlotta playing the lead, against the Phantom's wishes. During the performance Carlotta loses her voice and the grand chandelier plummets into the audience. After the accident, Christine is kidnapped by the Phantom, and taken to his home in the cellars of the opera and he reveals his true identity to her simply as Eric, though not his real name. He plans to keep her there for a few days, hoping she will come to love him. But she causes Eric to change his plans when she unmasks him and, to the horror of both, beholds his face which resembles the face of a rotting corpse. Fearing that she will leave him, he decides to keep her with him forever, but when Christine requests release after 2 weeks, he agrees on condition that she wear his ring and be faithful to him. On the roof of the opera house, Christine tells Raoul that Eric abducted her. Raoul promises to take Christine away to a place where Eric can never find her. Raoul tells Christine he shall act on his promise the next day, to which Christine agrees. She, however, has pity for Eric and will not go until she has sung a song for him one last time. Neither is aware that Eric has been listening to their conversation and that he has become extremely jealous. The following night, Eric kidnaps Christine during a production of Faust and tries to force Christine to marry him. He states that if she refuses, he will use explosives to destroy the entire opera house. Christine refuses, until she realizes that Eric learned of Raoul's attempt to rescue her and has trapped Raoul in a hot torture chamber. To save them and the people above, Christine agrees to marry Eric. Eric initially tries to drown Raoul, using the water which would have been used to douse the explosives. But Christine begs and offers to be his living bride, promising him not to kill herself after becoming his bride, as she had both contemplated and attempted earlier in the novel. Eric eventually rescues Raoul from his torture chamber. When Eric is alone with Christine, he lifts his mask to kiss her on her forehead, and is given a kiss back. Eric reveals that he has never received a kiss or has been allowed to give one and is overcome with emotion. He lets Christine go and tells her, "Go and marry the boy whenever you wish," explaining, "I know you love him." She leaves on the condition that when he dies she will come back and bury him. Characters: Eric, the Phantom, Angel of Music, and Opera Ghost. Christine Dar, copyright, a young Swedish soprano singer at the Paris Opera House whom the Phantom, Eric, falls in love with. Raoul, Vicomte de Chaffney, Christine's childhood friend and love interest. The Persian, a mysterious man from Eric's past. Philippe, Comte de Chaffney, Raoul's older brother. Armand Moncharmin and Firmin Richard, the managers of the opera house. Madame Gary, Little Meg's mother, boxkeeper. Meg Gary, Madame Gary's only daughter, a ballet girl. Later becomes Mme la Baronne de Castel at Barbizac. Debian and Polini, the previous managers of the opera house. Joseph Buquet, the chief scene shifter. La Carlotta, a spoiled prima donna. The lead soprano of the Paris Opera House. Mercier, the acting manager of the opera house. Gabriel, the superstitious chorus master. Myfroyd, the commissary of police called in for Christine's disappearance. Remy, the manager's secretary. The inspector, an inspector hired to investigate the strange affairs in Box 5. Shah and the Sultan, the two kings that tried to kill Eric after he made them a palace. La Sorelli, the lead ballerina and woman with whom Comte de Chaffny spent time. Also labeled Annie Sorelli, though this is questionable, Little Jams, a mentioned ballerina at the Opera House. References